Welcome back. Now, on September 11, 2025, the Tangalale Cultural Foundation introduced its community outreach program designed to empower youth and strengthen family structures. Now, the program focuses on promoting responsible fatherhood, engaging elders and parents in guiding the youth, and providing a safe space for healing and transformation in areas such as depression, addictions, family life, and crime. Now, the outreach runs from October 1st to November 14, 2025, every Wednesday from 4 to 1740, pardon me, at Olof Palme Platoon School, targeting parents, especially fathers, youth parents, and young people in Black communities. We are now joined by, that is Mwilima Theodoric Simana, the founder of Tangalale Cultural Foundation, to share more about this initiative and its importance. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for making time to speak to us this morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Good. Let's talk about what inspired you to start this community outreach and what are the main issues that you have addressed through this community outreach. I think we tried to touch a bit on them in our introduction, but perhaps just talk to us more in details.
Oh, thank you very much. One of the things that motivated me to launch this is, number one, I'm a person who never grew up with a family. I never grew up with my parents, particularly. I grew up with my grandmother and my grandfather. And my father, unfortunately, left me when I was still young. But I got help from the elders within the community that I lived with. So as I grew up at school, I was appointed as a leader of the Masokotwane Combined School SRC by the preschool principal. And then from there, I went to Lingua Private School, there where I continued with preaching. I continued with giving books. I was at IUM where I was studying. I gave a lot of books to students. It's just something that I just used to give. It's just within myself that I should do a lot impact to the community. So lastly, the thing is that when I look at the statistic and how people are the lifestyle within the community itself, it also drives me to have a really need of me to do this, and also the passion of outreach, because I've done several community outreach of me myself, just alone going out and giving books in the community and also preaching to people. Yes, that's what motivates me a lot.
Now, you mentioned in terms of one of your objectives of the outreach and one of the key goals is to strengthen responsible fatherhood. Why was this chosen as a key focus area, and what do you hope to achieve by concentrating on responsible fatherhood?
One of the most key area that I chose this is because I'll start with myself. And I was never raised by my father. I was only raised by community elders, people from the home, from the villages. So I learned a lot more than some other youth who had more time with their parents. But the certain things that I could discuss with them, ask them questions. I could find out that these things they are saying, they never had a privilege to learn from elders. So that's why now, and when I see now the crime, most of the reason why a lot of young youth are going out for drinking, going all this partying, all these things are the result of irresponsible fatherhood. So the stronger father we have, the higher risk of child going out, because the parent will take a higher responsibility of that child. Like me, even me, I have my father, I have 2 sons, but even until now, I barely go out. I don't go out. But my mother is still concerned about my movements. But I'm grown, I'm a big man now. I feel, yes.
Okay. Now, let's talk about, the program also emphasizes creating a platform where elders must engage youth on parenting and life issues. How important is this for intergenerational dialogue to take place, especially for community development?
This is very vital for us because, number one, I'll say this, I've decided to create a community group. By creating this platform of a community group, I want youth and elders to have interaction, ongoing communication, whereby one of the key things that, number one, is that there are youth who grow up and never had the privilege to learn wisdom from elders. And then number two, there are some other youth who are staying alone, who are still want to learn about parenting. And then we have a lot of youth. If we check a statistic, about 37% of children who were born without unmarried. So there's a high rate of unmarried births in our country that results to the need of high parenting, that we need the parenting, we need to have strong parenting system, of which now this platform, of which elders they come, and this meeting, it will start on next week, Wednesday, this Wednesday. So elders, they come and they meet with youth parents. Youth, they need to learn about parenting. Even me, I have a kid, but I don't know other aspects of parenting. So I need to learn a lot about parenting.
That's good to know. Now, you also mentioned that this program will deal with, possibly issues of healing, transformation, like depression, addictions, family struggle, and crimes. These are quite sensitive topics, like you mentioned. Perhaps, how will you deal with this in terms of your engagement?
Okay, let me start with this. I'll say, first of all, let's take an example of a young boy. This young boy is staying with the parents, and because to other behavior, this young boy is chased. When this young boy is chased from the parents because of the 10 behaviors, and then the boy is in the street. When the boy is in the street, the only people that he will meet is the street kids like him, people who have similar behavior that he was doing. And then maybe one friend will accommodate that person. And then that friend will not feed that person for the rest. Will also tell them, let's go do this, let's do this. Then later on, that boy involved himself in drinking, involved himself in crime. And then later on, that boy is arrested. When that boy is arrested, is in prison. Then in prison, is tortured, is abused by other inmates in prison cells there. So now what happens to this boy, to this young boy? If you take that picture of that younger boy, he's still young, he's chased by the parents, and then in the community, he's committed crime and now he's arrested. There in prison is also suffering. And this young boy, when he goes back to the parent, he's chased. When you look in the community, they don't like him. He's a thief, he's a what? So these young kids, they are going through, then later on, this result to depression, to mental health issues. That's where we find the young boys, when they come from there, they do whatsoever they do. Because they now have accepted that me, I'm no longer of the world. I have to do things on my own.
Now, talking about the issue of youth empowerment, that is one of your goals. And let's talk about how the program will help young people access wisdom, guidance, and practical skills, especially in these activities and these discussions that are planned for the outreach. How will the young people be able to benefit?
Well, the young, number one, we have created the cultural group called Tangalale Cultural Group. So this cultural group, it's from cultural diverse. So there are Vambos, Caprivian, Kavangos, there are other different ethnic groups which have came together, and then we formed this group, this youth group. So this youth group, now it's going to encourage unity among different ethnics. Because, and then this group is run by youth. So it will also help us to understand the value. Also, there are parents I've created, there are parents that have decided to join the community, and these parents, they will be talking to our youth, to our youth parents, they'll be talking to them regarding parenting, and then also we have spoken to our councillor of our constituency, Samoa Makwa, is going to be with us, to also advise, to also talk to the youth. We have Kohena also, they are going to be with us. So when we have these people and talking to us and advising us and also the social community workers, so it will really make an impact to the youth and to also help them to also know what they need to do.
Now, finally, as we conclude our conversation this morning and looking ahead, what lasting change do you hope this community outreach program will bring to families, and also to the wider community in general?
This community outreach, it will not just change just there, but then it will have an impact, because we are going to have an ongoing program. This program, it will not just end on the 14th. No, we are going to resume early next year, January, and it will go for the whole next year. So we want to have an ongoing interaction because to change people is not something that even Christianity, that's why we have a problem with Christianity, because we just do community outreach, we preach to people, we tell people what's good, what's bad, and then we go back to our home. That doesn't help. So we need to develop a friendship, we need to develop that connection with those people, and then we have to have every day to change someone. I cannot change someone, but through me telling the people what's right, they themselves, they can change themselves. So it's something that we need to do on daily basis, until we start to see some changes. It's not just something we just make, boom, we speak, and then later on people are. So that's why we have done this every week, Wednesday, every week. And these groups that we have, community group, is something that it will not just last. It will start from, it will go until when I'm dead even. Yeah, it will go. It's something that I've created for
So it must be continuous,
yes.
indeed. It's not once off,
Teaching,
but it must
learning,
continue.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Mwilima Simana, thank you so much for making time to speak to us this morning, and we wish you all the best as you start with this outreach that is coming this coming Wednesday, that is from 1600 hours to 1740 at Olof Palme Platoon School. So thank you so much for making time to speak to us, and all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.